Maybe I'm probably gonna wind up falling asleep, just so you know.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
I don't know if you have a camera on or not.
I don't. I love you.
Yo.
Yo, what up, man?
Chilling.
Yeah, man.
Look, Metallica's playing again.
Hmm?
Looks like Metallica's playing again.
Metallica. Who's that?
What's that?
Who's playing again?
Metallica?
Oh, the band?
Yeah, I guess.
What's up? I know you like Metallica.
What's that?
I know you like Metallica.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I know, it's messing with you.
It's like, what? No, they're playing. Remember, BlizzCon just started?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shoot, I forgot all about that. Rip.
Yeah, dude. Something about to pop off here in a couple minutes.
I'm streaming now. I can't pull up both. I can't watch it in. I'll probably watch the highlights of it.
I'm watching it on my phone, YouTube,
I'll show you.
live streaming. So
Is it on Twitch or is it on YouTube?
I'm watching it on YouTube. I never watch Twitch. But it's safe to say on both.
Oh shit, I turned off my Wi-Fi. Oops.
It's free this year. Usually they charge $50, but that's cool.
Hell yeah. Probably because of COVID, you can't. Nobody can come and see it, so I like, well.
Not really, just the cosplay people. That's it. And like special teams and yada yada.
It's like I said earlier, they keep trying to cash in on what they were, as opposed to actually going, oh okay, here's the next level Blizzard. So it's like, it's almost like they put a good experience on a string, and every BlizzCon you're like, oh, good new Blizzard experience, let's go, and let's go. Oh, sorry, next year here's. I mean, even remasters are fine, but.
Wait, what are you watching? Your screen just says coming up.
So it's like,
Yeah, I'm watching that, and these guys are talking about it. BlizzCon Warcraft special.
BlizzCons people will watch and go, oh yeah, no, I remember when I took Dark Arthas, that was cool.
So these two guys, like, I guess, talking. Look like
Yeah,
Belluar
it's like you
is
don't
one of the
need
guys.
Yeah, so, bit iffy. That's it for what is there. Warcraft stuff. Chains of Domination, I'm feeling decently positive about that. A lot of that's informed by Blizzard being pretty good at, looks like the PTR stuff is broadly good. Like, I get the VP issues that people have got, but they're actually quite good. So I'm feeling pretty positive about Chains of Domination. The Archon got killed. Kind of happy about that, because the Archon sucks. She's really stupid. I mean, the Kyrians are stupid at what they do as a group. They're the most self-defeating.
Kyrians are stupid.
Literally lemmings.
Yeah, they did some dumb things.
So,
That's why.
lemmings has been killed. I guess. Which I guess that actually now means 2 of the Paragon or Pantheon of Death are now canonically dead. Yes. Or, whatever I think we probably. That's a carbot animation. They're usually pretty neat. Yeah. Okay. So right, WoW stuff, big thumbs up. Diablo stuff, also big thumbs up because Vicarious Visions are really good. I do not expect at all those Warcraft 3 Reforged problems to happen because it's literally being done by, it's like a different team that used to be a different company. I guess technically still is a different company. They're just, they're just off the back of, like, some of the Destiny 2 content they shipped was
I'm gonna
Destiny 2 content.
regroup with Q.
Okay.
And yeah, Tony Hawk Crash, so I think that's really good. Hearthstone is just that thing where I kind of struggle to care about, like, card reveals and stuff, but Mercenaries card film. I remember it's back when my desk used to be there, and the roguelite, yes. It was like the Dalaran heist thing came out for it, and we just played so much of that. It was so good. So Blizzard can do it good. Oh, people are saying $39.99 for D2 remastered. Yes.
Fair enough. That's fair. I think that's it's a case where they're selling it fairly cheaper than it was back in the day. They really need to actually, like, to existing players, they'll really have to sell that somehow. But they won't just go, you're gonna buy it, we know you will, we're not gonna give you value.
Well, it's like, I feel like if you, like, playing that game and feeling it a bit more smooth and modern, I'd say that could probably, probably a good experience. Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely get it, so I'm in for that.
Yeah, it's like if you open the game and it actually starts in 1080p or 1440p instead of what's 640 by 480 and wrecking your screen, that'll be fine. But
yeah,
like, is that worth $40 if you have the game or a entirely legally acquired copy of it because you've lost your discs lying around?
Entirely legally.
Yeah, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I totally do get the disappointment people have got. There is no big new announcements. I don't think that was something that was much of an expectation. That's a lot of that's based on the Activision Blizzard earnings call where they said no Overwatch 2, no Diablo 4 2021. Which, I mean, yeah, it sucks. Everyone knows it, but what can we do? Those games are obviously behind schedule. I mean, Overwatch 2 looked like Overwatch 1.5. It really didn't seem like it had that much content. So it's just weird. But that said, they also had a StarCraft Battlefield live shooter project that from, let's just say, what I heard from somebody who would know, that was taking away a bunch of dev resources from Overwatch 2. So maybe that's what slowed it down. It's kind of hard to say. Nick Wang asks in a super chat, do you think 9.1 will fix and make better the lore 9.0 can lack? Okay, so, not to get too ahead of myself, but from what I understand, Plotline in Shadowlands goes like this, right? It sort of expands outwards. I don't know about you, but I don't really think it moves forwards much. It's like,
No, they kind of set up a load of different things across the different covenants and it gets all the hits. But the only actual driving force was, well, Denathrius was one. That kind of didn't feel like it mattered.
Denathrius didn't feel like, look, fun fight, phase 3, awesome, please let's kill it soon. But yeah, it didn't, whatever way, it just didn't feel like it mattered too much.
The only other thing that they went forward with was the Torghast stuff, which was, the first few weeks, if you're lucky, Bolvar will have a quest. So you go in and grab something that I don't think they even told you it was like, need information. Okay, good. We got information.
Yeah.
Thanks. Here's your here's enough soul ash to make a legendary because you were missing 10 from last week.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. On you go. I was like, they didn't actually do anything.
I think doling out the story slowly over those weekly Bolvar quests that sometimes give you a cinematic was a pretty awful idea because I think it's entirely against people's expectations of like how that narrative would play out, like structurally within the game. And I think that's why. I feel like so much of our job is explaining stuff that Blizzard doesn't really explain that well in the game, and certainly the lore. One thing that disappointed me with Shadowlands is I remember there was an interview with one of the devs where they said that they realized that like BFA was a bit hard to follow for a lot of people, and they were going to try to make that better. I don't feel like they've done that. Like, there's a thing here, I'd say. There's the lore and the story. Now, the lore I'm really into, because that's the world building, and it's like a
Ooh,
universe
a lot
of
of plastic here.
but it's the telling of the story that I think is it's like a be careful what you wish for thing. It's like Blizzard's cinematics and stuff are so successful that they really want to do so many of them that it's like that means they go too heavily in those, and then the actual in-game storytelling isn't where it really should be. It's almost like all the cinematic stuff's completely red herring as to what the actual value is. You look at that and just go, they see everyone react and engage with cinematics. Like, oh, those are so cool. They go, oh, well, that's what we'll focus on. They work because people like the game, but so is this TBC? Great joy to meet a woman on this team.
There's a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
So earlier we announced, yay, Burning Crusade Classic is coming. But there's a lot more to it. Let's take a look at the features, because, wow. I mean, wow, right? I was so excited by playing Draenei and Blood Elves. I played both, and I will say my heart's with Alliance.
It's all about the horror.
And I also took up jewel crafting on my Draenei Shaman. I wanted to corner the market. Just the whole notion of having items with sockets and just exploring that whole system. I'm also a bit of a systems nerd. So I completely lost my time for weeks in there.
The Burning Crusade, I remember being there back then. I mean, it was our first expansion ever. So all the new features was like this really cool moment of like, what's coming next, what's going to happen. And one of the things that was pretty impactful in the game was Horde having Paladins and Alliance having Shaman. I mean, as an avid PvPer myself, I remember going back and trying to fight Shaman. I was Alliance back then, and just not understanding that class at all because my team didn't have it. So like I try to poly them and then be like grounding totem. I didn't know what that was. It's just like, why are Shaman immune to everything? I don't understand.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, no, I did.
No, you said they're cheating.
I understand. Shaman, why? Like now I started to understand Shaman a little bit better. We got some of their benefits. I actually got to see totems being placed down on my side for once. I got to see the frustration.
Corny as fuck.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing raids, we were always jealous of the Alliance having Paladins for Blessing of Salvation. Like, people would be pulling aggro off me, and I'd be yelling at them, like, wait for 3 Sunders! And the Alliance is like, no, it's no problem, just go.
So, I mean, we were upset raiding, like, Razorgore without Earthbind. I mean, really, even the playing field for both PvE and PvP was just kind of... But there were a ton of new features, and just healthies with this, too. As we got to level 70, we got to experience new content and new things. I remember one of my first experiences with understanding what it meant, but for, designed by Blizzard, right? Because I was in
This is really annoying. The guys in the background talking to are annoying me.
The live ops team at the time.
God,
and,
that guy was killing me.
I was playing my
He was
class.
talking in the background and talking and Shut up.
Saying like, hey,
Yeah, I wouldn't watch this. I'm just watching the regular Blizzard too.
Yeah, I just have to put that one down.
It was a well thought out forum post. And what was in it was things like bring back invisibility, let's get a threat dump in the class, and I didn't even necessarily tie those two together because that's a pretty good idea. Let's get mages invisibility, and just knowing that skill was coming along with some other new stuff for mages like the Molten Armor, the Ice Lances, was just really cool to see all this new stuff in Burning Crusade.
On the other side of that, I was really excited about Spell Reflect because I was really frustrated getting polymorphed and being able to reflect that back on the mage.
As a mage, I was not excited for you.
I bet you weren't. And there were even some PvE encounters that had abilities that you could reflect back. So I remember that was really fun to kind of find ways to time that and use it as a defensive ability as well.
I was a hunter.
I'm a hunter
Also
now.
a hunter.
Yeah, I've switched.
But I remember just chasing Beastmaster and just DPS.
Yep.
That was it. That was the chase. Yeah.
Talking about that too makes me think of like the arenas, the arena system. That was a whole new world for us, with battlegrounds and the way they worked before. Like the way the matchmaking happened, usually I was pretty competitive in PvP, so I would either get in there and stomp the enemy team, it was just there to be casual, or, you know, even though, like, we were a good team, we weren't, like, the best of the best. So when we ended up going against one of those teams, it was just like, well, geez, we're just getting stomped now. This is tough. Arenas gave everyone an opportunity to play against equal-minded opponents, right? So if you were a little bit more casual, you get the opportunity to play against people who weren't maybe so competitive. Or if you were, like, cutting edge, go for it. Like, try to be the best of the best. And what was great about that is it spawned an esport. Like, that wasn't, we didn't design it for that. We just wanted people to have fun. But when we noticed, like, hey, everybody's playing this, everybody's, like, competing in this, people are watching it, we had to embrace that. We started featuring it at BlizzCon, so we've been doing it every year since.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I think one of my favorite things to recollect was the exciting zones that you would travel through. One of my favorite memories was actually in the first zone, Hellfire Peninsula, and it was adventuring around in Hellfire Peninsula, going around and doing all those quests, and always living in fear of the Fell Reaper. Because you'd be out there collecting parts from like a broken Zeppelin, and you'd be fighting off your Hellbores, and then all of a sudden you'd see the screen start to shake, and like these thump, 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 and then you're like, oh my god, I gotta run, he's right on top of me.
Sound still haunts my dreams.
Oh, I know, yeah, it's terrifying.
Even in life, it's just fade death.
Chain death.
And then
I remember that too. As soon as we said that, I was like, wow, I remember that too.
Inside the Fell Reaver, you're gonna have to kill him. And you're like, that guy that used to terrorize me? And they're like, yeah, I think you can take him now.
Oh, fuck.
There was such an exciting payoff to be able to like bring that full circle and go back and see him again.
For me, I snuck into beta. I got really lucky because I could see the construction sign for some of the zones, and of course I ignored it and went and explored. So I remember running through Blade's Edge and just seeing dragon carcasses, skeletons impaled in the environment, and then moving on to Netherstorm. I just was blown away, even from Zangermarsh all the way through. Everything felt like its own world, and just be able to go through that and just the delight of it and the epicness of it. And then you come up to Area 52. That's what I love about WoW, is you can have epic storylines and still find lightness in it. So I just loved it. I love it. I'm an explorer, so.
You know, for me, I remember Burning Crusade really opened up a new gameplay type for me. I became a collector in Burning Crusade, right? And it kind of started with the Outdoor and Scryer rep. Because I got my outer rep all the way up, and then I was thinking about switching to Scryer, and people were like, "You're insane! Don't do that." And I was like, "I bet I can," just to prove people wrong. And I did, and it was cool. It was really fun. But then I started doing other things. Like there were all these new like mounts and pets, and I went back and even got some of the older reps like Thorium Brotherhood and Winterspring. But then like
two
things
lead
like
directors.
Ledge came out. The world just opened up for me in Burning Crusade to really start my collection.
Of course, we also had flying mounts, which I loved, and then decided to play with some friends on a PvP server, and was running around Hellfire, and Death from Above, which is likely just Pat.
Probably.
Yeah.
You were flying around harassing people, Pat.
I was getting a lot of honorable kills.
So that's just a quick look at some of our memories for Burning Crusade, and that was 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. So that code has been hanging around for 13 years. And we're not just doing a save as Burning Crusade classic.
Oh no, it's a lot harder than that.
So let's get into some of those details.
So one of the challenges has been that we don't actually want to ship on the old code, and the reason for that is because it's got a lot of bugs and difficulties with the architecture that we don't want to have to deal with. But we do want that old data. And we talked about this when we did the original launch of Classic, was how the data is really the thing that describes how the game is supposed to be played and what things are supposed to happen in it. And so we want to bring that old data and we want to run it on the modern code, the same as we did for Classic. And there's like 750,000 rows of data that we have to go through and convert from their old formats to their new formats. And fortunately, we have really talented engineers, and we run automated scripts that go through this. But even after we run these scripts, we have to compare them with with how it used to behave and make sure that we've actually done the conversion correctly. And then there's even some things that are making it more difficult this time, like the fact
maybe is
Alright,
him
I'm
a few
back.
nerfs. Let's not do that anymore. Let's give him a more challenging version of the boss. Like, I'll give you an example of like Muru, right? Where the initial version of that boss had a lot of spell
Had
pushback.
a lot of nostalgia moments when they're talking about all this old
like,
stuff.
that made it really tough to bring casting classes to that fight.
Yeah.
We did fix that pretty quickly and,
Had a lot of flashbacks.
and change the fight to allow for that. Now that's a
Good
change
old
we probably
days.
would incorporate in this, right? Like, we don't want people to feel excluded or not part of being able to do a fight like that. But then probably a month or so after that, we nerfed Muru's health. That doesn't need to happen.
That's pretty cool that mages just to be able to polymorph
We
each
can
other.
evaluate any changes we need to make after that, but yeah,
That'd
it
be
won't just
funny.
be like, hey, final form, we're not even going to look at it. Let's call it a day. So,
Yeah. So how did your mage handle the pushback?
I just was sad.
It feels personal. Yeah.
So I was the raid leader, so I got to choose who went.
The one mage allowed to go.
That was honestly, that's one of my favorite fights ever in World of Warcraft. That was a really, really fun fight.
That's awesome. Another change that we're talking about making is along the lines of the PvP balance and faction balance is, obviously with Burning Crusade, paladins are introduced to the Horde and shamans are introduced to the Alliance, and that was intended to be a balancing of the factions and let's make them even. And then they wanted to kind of keep a little bit of flavor of that faction identity, so they kept Seal of Blood on the Horde and Seal of Vengeance on the Alliance. It was intended to be equivalent power abilities that were just slightly different in flavor, but in retrospect, Seal of Blood was just so much better. And so one of the changes that we are going to make is we are going to give the opposite faction's seal to the other faction, but we're going to do that at max level. So we keep just a little bit of that faction identity, where Horde will get Seal of Blood at level 64 on schedule, and then get Seal of Vengeance at level 70. And similarly, Alliance will get Seal of
You see
Vengeance
my
at
whisper?
level 64, and then their equivalent
What's that?
Seal of the Martyr at level
You see
70.
my whisper?
Another thing we want to talk about is arena teams.
No,
When it
not
first
yet.
came out in
So the
in
top
Burning
three
Crusade,
classes by
the arena
far,
team
so
system
even
only
like
let you
the buff
have
is
the
insane,
same
dude.
number of players on your
Elysium,
team that was
Affliction Lock, and Shadow Priest.
Oh snap! They're on top.
Yeah, like they're gonna be gods, dude. Super overpowered.
Affliction Lock,
Shit ton of buffs.
Shadow Piece, Affliction Lock. What was the last one? Oh, Enhancement Shamans? Oh man.
No, Elemental Shaman.
Elemental. Okay.
I think they realized people actually liked playing Elemental Shaman, so they buffed the crap out of them because not many people were playing them. But then when they realized they were so good, they're like, fuck.
Great. And a bunch of fucking totems everywhere and shit.
Oh, they're gonna hurt, man. Holy moly.
What about the melees? Demon Hunters now? The top?
Melee
best
just Fury's garbage now. The Arms is getting so many buffs. It's just there's no point in like Arms is gonna be by far like so many buffs. They're gonna be able to 1v2 like no problem.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Seriously, like a lot of buffs. Arms is gonna be crazy. Yeah, Enhancer's getting a lot of buffs. Basically across the board, Shaman, but Elemental's gonna hurt the worst. Yeah, what was it? Enhancement, their legendary damage got double buffed, or now deals twice the damage. And then their Lava Lash got a 25% damage increase, which is
Lava
insane.
Lash. Oh my god. This shit's gonna hurt. Which spec of Shaman has the Lightning Lasso?
Elemental,
It's Elemental.
the one that's gonna just crush everybody.
That's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt more now.
It sucks because it stuns you too, dude. It's like,
Yeah, you just kind of sit there and take it. It's
and
like,
you
if you're
eat it.
not geared, you're fucked.
Hope that you somebody can trinket for you or something. But even if you wanted to do trinketing, it's still gonna freaking hurt.
It might actually be a fun spec. I just don't see how they're so defensive. Like, other than if they're in threes with a healer, I see how good they are. By themselves, though, like, they don't have instant cast. They have to sit there and stand there and cast. You know what I mean? Like, how do they keep themselves up?
Yeah, that's true. Especially if their abilities get kicked. You gotta wait 6 seconds and then cast on top of it.
That's why in
rough.
any three team, like, you're gonna take out the elemental shaman first. Like, yeah, so it'll be the easiest one to take down. I mean, unless they're buffing their survivability, which I heard their damage is just gonna be retarded. I know Locke's damage buff across the board. Defensively, they're gonna be like tanks, kind of like mages. They're just getting a huge survivability buff.
Be interesting. How's Beastmasters? Beastmasters still gonna be up there?
Yeah, everybody's getting buffed except for, like, okay, so basically, like, there's like the top 5 classes now, right? None of them are getting buffed except for warrior of the top 5 classes. So if you're not the top 5 class, right, then you're getting a buff.
Jeez.
And if you're a warrior.
Yeah.
Or, no, should I say arms warrior?
I'm about to see a whole bunch of warriors. And Beast Mastery.
If you put warrior, arms warrior with like a really good CC group, like a mage, and then you go Venthyr, because Venthyr warriors are just going to be the hardest hitting thing in WoW history.
Venthyr, the execution.
Yeah, the condemned, they're
Condemned.
buffing. Dude, can you believe that? They're buffing that shit. Yeah.
Dude, the people are gonna get freaking half health one shot at dude.
Venthyr warrior is getting a significant buff. They're just going to be retarded. I think it's because they know, like, all warriors went Kyrian. Unless you're like PvE. So they just buffed it, and I'm like, dude, it was already the hardest hitting one. People just went Kyrian for the CC.
And who saw that they buffed rogues too?
Are you serious? Like,
Yep.
when do rogues need a buff?
Assassin and I think Outlaw got a small buff.
Oh, okay. Those were the two not so threatening. It's sub that's the
Sub, it's one
destroying everybody, yeah. Unless you're Peekaboo, he's an assassination rogue all the way. Like me, I'll always be assassin.
Played assassin? I thought he played sub.
What's that?
I thought he was always a sub rogue, and he played assassin.
No, in AWC, he was the only assassination rogue. Isn't it funny? Like, because he made it the furthest. It's like, yeah, dog, skills,
Yeah,
bro.
that right there. Yeah, he makes it the farthest. Right there. That's funny.
I mean, when you play Assassination Rogue, like, you know the setups, and you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, you know how to
the setup
play.
skills better. Like, yeah. What makes it not so strong is it doesn't have the CC. Like Sub Rogue. Sub Rogue has a insane 9-second stun.
I thought Assassins had sap and stuff too. No.
Yeah, they do. They just don't have as many. Like Sub just has two extra CC abilities. I can't remember what they're called. But, you know, well, I don't play Rogue, but
Oh, it's crazy.
yeah, shit's crazy. Yeah, I might start fishing for gold. Man, I seem to make a lot of money off the fish. Fuck. Yeah, like in between BGs, I've been like herbing and I don't know. There, out of like 3 BGs,
Mm-hmm.
in between 3 BGs, I'll get enough to make like 5G, right? Maybe,
Oh wow.
which isn't too bad for in between a couple BGs. But I feel like the fish that I randomly get from bags, which isn't very much, is like selling for more gold.
I need to get this done. If I get this done, it's 70k XP. It's like, oh.
Oh, nice, that's a good chunk.
Yeah, I'm doing the world quest for my area where I have to aid.
The fastest I leveled was when I was spam random dungeons on my priest. I like flew to 57, dude. That was insanely fast, dude. Like really fast. Oh man,
I gotta do
back to back. But I mean, I was queuing as a healer, so I was like hitting up a random because like you get bonus XP for queuing for a B not a battleground instance, right?
Yep.
But when I started queuing, there was only one instance available.
Oh wow.
So I kept getting that one instance, and it was like the fastest one to go through.
Yeah, there's this one in Shadowlands. Like, I'm trying to get to where I can go to do this dungeon. It's like Plague Falls or something. It's
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think that's the one
really
that
quick dungeon. I'm like, holy shoot!
Yeah.
But I can't do it 'cause I'm not high enough eye level yet. Need 80 to get it. Well, once I get done with this world quest, I should have enough. Hopefully.
So when I showed you that world quest, that's with 5 chapters done.
Wow.
Your Covenant, which isn't bad. Now I think I'm totally done. I did all 8. I finished up today. So I upgraded like 6 pieces of my gear just today.
Jeez.
I know, right? Oh, dude, I shot up. Well, I went from 188 to now I'm 192.
Nice.
I don't know. And that's the only reason it's so low is because like both my trinkets. I didn't upgrade my trinkets.
Gotcha.
But you get like the least upgrade from them. Like every time you upgrade, you get like 2 intellect or some shit.
Oh.
It's the worst
So it's like
upgrade.
the last thing to upgrade.
That's definitely gonna be the last thing I upgrade. But definitely like 85% of my pieces are like 197. So
Nice.
hell yeah.
Fucking geared out, bro.
Sitting at 23% versatility.
Oof. Nice.
Yeah, because of the pieces that I need to replace still have boots. What else? My weapon. Yeah, those are the last 2 pieces.
Oof. Yeah, you need that weapon right there, man.
Oh,
Freaking
no.
burn.
Okay, technically I still need to replace my belt and my shoulders because they're
PvE.
the quest. Or the Covenant. those two pieces. And I need to replace that. And then my weapon is only 187.
Oh wow, rank 7 out of 7, dude. Nice.
Yeah, pieces are 7 7 because I maxed out on the Covenant.
So you need to get PvP gear, the rated PvP gear, right? To level up more.
What's that?
To get a higher eye level, you need to get PvP gear, right? Nice. Motherfucker better give me a bunch of friggin' XP doing all this stupid shit. Kyrian the dum-dums. Catamos. Upgrade for the wrist wraps. Look at the shoes. Hell yeah.
I don't see myself going to about 25% versatility though after I get all my gear. How did you get to 25 versatility?
One piece. Do you have a lot of your pieces that have versatility?
All my pieces except for one.
Oh wow. I have no idea.
I mean, maybe warriors just have more versatility.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. We just have more stacked on our armor.
Which is funny because I have more armor than plate wearers. Oh, that rogue's coming for me. Oh shit! I know I pissed them off. Yep, that rogue came for me every time.
You giving the business?
I never trained in fishing. Ah!
Ooh, where did I get this? Oh, 122 pants. I think I'll take them. Want to run some BGs? I can get some good upgraded gear. If we can win some, I get like the little loot box. Drop me some higher gear.
What's that?
You want to run some BGs?
Oh, what level are you?
53.
53?
Yeah, and 70. I level 79 or 76. What I'm wearing. I don't know why it's saying I could be 79. Like I'm wearing all my highest eye level gear.
You know.
All I need is to win a couple, and I'll get some gear off of them.
Alright, invite and queue us up.
I
Because it's going to be attached to you since you're lower level.
That way you can just run around and just freaking mollywop everybody. You'll carry me, bro. Carry
Oh,
me.
that won't happen. I'll get destroyed in there. Just like you. The twinks will just annihilate us.
Like, who does that?
Because it's 59 bracket, dude. We're going to get railed. Which is so stupid. Like, I don't understand people who twink. Just fucking level already.
Yeah, like, I'm the best lowest level player.
Yeah, the best.
Like, you just sound stupid.
Yeah, I can't hack it at max level, but I can dominate the lower levels. Like, wow, that's impressive. Not. Oh my god, look at this.
God, it is.
Look at this druid. Damn, this motherfucker druid's geared, bro. Holy moly.
Does Nice want to join us for some BGs?
Look.
She said after we make some power. Oh yeah, especially you. Holy moly. Yeah, you're gonna get charge! Get them in! Yeah, she's worth a lot of points. They're gonna freaking train her ass. Get him!
Why should
Oh
we
well,
let's
go get destroyed.
What the? Jesus Christ.
They started this PvP level rank system in Legion, right? Yeah, in Legion, and so she ranked up. So she's a high ranked PvP person. So that they're worth more. Like you get more honor for killing her. Every time you kill somebody, you get honor. The higher ranking they are, the more honor you get.
Gotcha. Be a good time to have a geared rogue and just sit by her. They try to come up on her, just sap combo, one shot him every time they try and go for her.
I played Rogue for a while, like several times, Like eventually, just like I don't know. Like to me, I feel like just the biggest pussy on the planet because all you do as a rogue is run.
Yeah, you hit and run, hit and run, hit and run.
Hit and then you run. It's like you can't go toe to toe with nobody. You just get nuked. It's like, yeah, hey, I'm a pussy. I'm gonna hide and wait until all my cooldowns come back up, and then I'll go at you when I can only stun lock you to kill you. And
That's
like,
the only. That's the main reason why I haven't chose rogue.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the play of it is nice. You sneak around. You stun somebody.
Like it's cool being that like a sassy guy, like assassin guy.
Yeah, like I
Hitman
can totally
style.
see how people like playing it, but it's so pussy to me, dude. I can't. But I understand people play it. Like I get it. Like it sounds like fun, and it probably is like a lot of fun. I know it is fun, but again, it's just not me. Put it next.
Like, I still want to try them just to because I haven't. That's the one of the other classes. That and Shaman, the only class I haven't played yet. And wow, like,
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
me and this other rogue used to just go to BGs and just double team wreck people, and it was just retarded. Like it was fun, like because when you're the rogue, you're like, ha ha, motherfucker. And you
Yeah,
drop
you're
it.
like, and then now it happens to you. You're like, God damn it, I hate rogues.
Like you can't even move. You just sit there and die. And there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you trick it, I just stun you again, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, it was great. But then like you just feel like a douchebag, so you stop playing it.
I feel like it'll get boring. Like it'll just be wash, rinse, and repeat.
Pretty much. That's why they are a high level skill class though. Like to be able to do all that and then CC the other class and then stay alive and like all that takes a lot of shit.
I heard there's a high skill cap for them. Then I'm like, and then again, like, how can it be a hard thing to do just to sneak up behind somebody, stun lock burst? That doesn't work. Just stealth and then run away. Wait for that to come back up and then try again. I feel like they're just straightforward.
Yep.
I don't know. I might level me one other time or maybe boost one. I know I heard that they're rough at leveling them.
What rogues?
Rogues, yeah.
Yeah.
Takes forever. I'll just pay the $60 and get it over with.
Just because, yes and no, because you can like stealth around to objectives and complete them faster. But like when it's like grindy quests, it takes longer. Like where, just for example, because I'm a druid or you're a mage, you can just freaking tag everything, group them up, AoE them down. Like rogues can't do that. Like you gotta stealth, stun lock something,
Kill it,
re-stealth.
lock
something. It's like you literally like there's so much prep time in killing. Yeah,
that's
I mean
another thing too is the combo points. You have to like wait for your combo points to come up. And it's like, ugh.
and this is just while leveling. Like once you're like decently geared, you can like pull everything and just AoE them down like every other class. But while leveling, yeah, it's just, stealth kills. Oh shit, gotta re-stealth kill. Oh, I hate this one. This is the one that
This is yeah.
This is the one we go back and forth.
Either
like
we completely wreck face and win, or we get destroyed.
All the other ones we mostly dominate. This one, and Seething Shore. I mean, we win Seething Shore a lot more than this one, but yeah,
It's definitely a lot grindier.
oh shit, I forgot all my shit off these. It's just a bunch of locks on all my abilities. There's a picture of a lock. Lock.
I'm almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 6 bars away from 54.
Dude, I think I'm gonna like. Are we in group? We're in group, right?
Yeah.
Like this, because this Like if you think about it, if I do my little burst rotation and then I pump this out, look at that. It produces 40 astro power.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that means, dude, I can Star Surge 4 times in a row and then Star Surge 3 more times.
Yeah, I had a druid use this on me and do exact. I'm literally having a flashback on this druid that ganked me earlier today.
Yeah, with my legendary, dude, that's like
Like I remember because I was killing
7.
something. Wait, Fury of Elune. That's the blue laser beam thing that comes down, right? If I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
dude, that's 7 Star Surges in a row.
Yeah, that's your ultimate.
Like, live through that shit.
Fucking stormtrooper. Shit, I fucked up. Charge.
Oh, I missed the jump. Oh.
I'm about to hit it right now. Jump. Blink. Oh yeah. Fucking combo.
Oh, my game. Don't heal me, don't heal me. Please, nobody heal me.
Quick, massive heal.
That would kill me.
Late bust now. Late bust. Late bust. I'm saving it. Oh.
Well, we got that, and then they took my.
Well, that was easy.
Yep.
Oh, we actually have 3 healers. That's different. Usually we never have any freaking healers. Oh my god, I keep sucking on this one.
Rogue. It's gotta be a rogue.
Stealth steal. ID access. Mind game. Hemorrhage.
Oh my god, it's so hard to do this jump with this mount for some reason. Alright, I'm going around. I'm coming. I'm coming. Someone just... Okay.
It's a rogue here.
Yeah, I'm sapped. Got the flags alright.
We don't need this many people here, though. It's really bad.
What's the cooldown on freaking sap, dude? Holy shit.
Oh, there's no cooldown.
Oh, just diminishing.
Yep. We're coming.
Got him. Look at them Destro fireballs. Get your ass out of here. DK over there with their slappy hands.
What was that? They took the mine? Oh, Jesus, we just left there.
I was gonna say, what the heck? There's like 4 of our guys there. Alright, everybody's heading over there. I'm just gonna chill out over here.
Oh, I see. It's a sneaky ass.
Tickle. I think this is his name, Tickle. That was pretty funny. You good over there? I'll start heading over. So there's a lot over there.
Yeah, we're getting overran over here.
Alright, come on, come on, come on. Oh shit, you were lying. Holy moly, look at them all. Woo! Kind of spilled that mind game. Got all the fireballs.
Why would you come back after you just got your ass whipped? The dude came right back. He's like, "Oh, I better hurry."
Double down.
I can do it! I'm a paladin!
With the priest name, Valen.
Valid, yeah.
You guys look confused.
Shield.
Okay, let's go water. What? Watch. Mines.
Stormbolt.
What's close? This dude put spell steal on me, like, dude, I ain't got nothing you can steal.
Defending left.
He was trying to heal himself.
Yeah, he's
Probably
probably trying
think
to see if he can grab a regrowth.
the regrowth like heals for nothing.
Mage. Shield.
500 health. Because it's the initial heal that does all the healing, but you can't spell steal that.
No, yeah, you can't still initial heal, yeah. God, I can't get this jump on this mount, dude. Just slide off the rock.
I'm just gonna stay at the mines now.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Priest is targeting it. That's all I got for heals.
Yeah, piece it out here. What the heck stunned me? Mind game stuns.
Dude, if priests are getting stronger than this,
I know.
might be time to re-roll, dude. Fuck. Jesus. We both just drop it. Fuck it. Re-roll priest immediately.
Yeah. It's funny you mention that because my priest is pretty high up there in level already.
That's just retarded. Dude, they hit so hard, and they're getting like mega buff. It's like, really? I got stunned. What the fuck? Dude, something stunned me till I died. Oh, the priest, dude. Fucking, he horrified me and then mind games me until I died.
Oh, I still got a loot crate though. That's cool.
Jesus, dude. That's retarded. You see how fast he melted me, dude?
I know. Fucking priest are insane.
Like, I was at full health, like, okay, I'm gonna go heal you. Like, I was gonna heal you. I was literally about to tell you, man, don't worry, I got you. And then I got nuked.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, no problem. Like, you were about to die, and I was at full health, but I died before you. Invite niece. And I'm gonna go make your coffee.
I will invite Denise.
Because nobody made me coffee.
I gotta start saving my Fire Blast. That's what my problem is. I'm using Fire Blast a little too much, I think. I have so much crit and no versatility. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Excuse me. Shoot, we're not even in queue. Whoops. Are you here?
Yes.
I thought we were in queue this whole time. I'll make you the leader. I suck at queuing. I get so lost in the quest sauce.
The size of the bracket it was for. So, for example, a 3v3 team could only have 3 players on the team. So if someone was like sick or unavailable one night, you couldn't play. And that felt really frustrating. So we're definitely going to go with like the last version of that, where you could have twice the size of the bracket on your team roster, so that you had alternates you could swap in and out. And then that way, as long as anybody had participated in, I think, 30% of the matches, then they got the full credit for the week of participation.
Is that what we did, personal ratings versus team ratings?
I think that came later, and we're also considering whether or not we want to do something with that as well. Because another thing that was problematic about arenas was the way that the ELO system was so inflationary. And so we're talking about whether or not we want to move forward with converting that to something more like the modern MMR system, so that it isn't as punishing to people in terms of like waiting hours for a match at the highest levels and things like that.
And another change, we're going to give players access to Blood Elf and Draenei early, so that before we actually open the Dark Portals, you'll have a chance to level those up. That's definitely not something we did originally.
I remember I had a friend who was really frustrated that the rest of us were all running around in Outland, and he was like, I'm still back in Wetlands. Yeah. What is going on?
Yeah.
When can I play with you guys? So yeah, I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Patch?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the plan. So free patch will come out and we go start
Yep. And then content. So we've got some phases happening.
Yeah. So the content phases that we got coming are exciting. We're gonna start with Karazhan and Rules Lair and Magtheridon's Lair. And we want to start with just that release because we found with Classic that people really enjoy that kind of gear progression, and that's where all the tier 4 gear is through those raids. And we want people to have an opportunity to level up, catch up to their friends, and all kind of go through these things together. So as we unlock each chapter, we want to make sure everybody's had enough time to be part of that chapter. And the next chapter after that will be Phase 2, which will be Serpentine Cavern and Tempest Keep.
Yeah.
Then next we move on to Phase 3, which is Hyjal at the Black Temple. And the reason that's a change is, of course, originally Hyjal was available from the launch of Burning Crusade, but nobody could really get in there because of the way the attunements work. So we'll unlock that as a later chapter alongside Black Temple. And then that'll go with Arena Season 2 at that point. And then Arena Season 3 will come out alongside Zulaman with a little bit of catch-up gear for anybody who's taken that long to catch up. It's another smaller instance of 10-man. And then finally, Phase 5 will be Sunwell and Arena Season 4.
It's been a very busy year.
Yeah. It is. It's an expansion with a lot of it and a lot in it.
So we spent a lot of time talking about Burning Crusade Classic and Burning Crusade, which is exciting. We're very excited about it, but there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot coming, and we want to walk through how this is going to materialize.
Well, yeah, really the question is, we have a diverse player base where people have a lot of different wants and needs, and how do we get there? How do we get to the Burning Crusade? Well, the first group of people that we wanted to make sure that we were serving well is those people who do want to go to the Burning Crusade. We feel that most of the community is interested in this. They're going to want to do this. We want to make it simple and easy for them. So how are we going to do that?
As we said earlier, you're going to be able to make a choice. So we'll talk about and explore these choices in some detail, and I'll give you some examples. So to start with the current servers you're on now, Classic Live servers, are going to become what we're calling progression servers. And what that means is servers that are live now will always unlock any expansion we release. So when we get to our patch day, you're going to be presented with a choice. Do you want to continue on into the Burning Crusade, or do you want to move to Classic? So
Oh, I made you
in
party
that
leader,
space,
and I
you're gonna
guess it
do that
didn't.
for
My
every
queue
single
didn't go
character.
through.
So for my example, I'm on Warm Resticore. So I've got a level 60. I am definitely taking that on through to Burning Crusade. But I've got a couple of mid-levels that I know I want to move with my friends. Those are characters that
Oh, we're not in queue again.
I know, I made you leader, and I guess it took us out of queue
Make it as easy and
when I
seamless as
did that.
possible to just get right into Burning Crusade. But there are options.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hear that. I know there's a lot of my friends, for example, who maybe didn't really play Classic when it first came out, right? And so now they're behind. And they're interested in playing the Burning Crusade. This was, for a lot of people, their favorite expansion that we've done. We want to make sure that those people are served too. And one of the ways we could do that is provide a boost to people who are interested in coming back that maybe aren't interested in doing the classic WoW experience but really want to operate it online as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so the team, we spent quite a bit of time discussing it because we want to make sure we respect the time of the people that have been playing Classic for 2 years. But also, we want people to be able to enjoy Burning Crusade if they loved it the first time and maybe miss Classic. So we are going to offer a level 58 boost for purchase, but it does come with some restrictions. So it's going to be 1 per account. It's not going to be usable on Blood Elf or Draenei. It'll have some dungeon blues. It'll have level 40 mount skill, no professions, the basics. Basically, your Outland starting kit.
That's cool. That's a really great way to jump into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I'm looking forward to that. Look, I know a lot of people came back to play WoW Classic, and that's all they ever wanted. They're like, you know what, Burning Crusade, that's awesome. I'm sure some people are gonna love that, but for me, I came back for WoW Classic. What do they get to do?
Yeah, that was really important for us too.
Yeah.
So we had all sat down and discussed like how we should frame this. So when we get to our patch day, which is prior to the Dark Portal opening, when I said before, like, I'll go back to my example for Warm Rest, we will be launching Classic Era Realms at the same time as we do our patch, and you will have that choice. So when you make the choice to go to Burning Crusade Classic, or you make the choice, like on my example, my level 40 Druid, I want to move that character to Classic Era. And what Classic Era means is that those particular servers are going to stay in that era forever. So that is going to remain Classic till the end of time. It's never going to unlock expansions. You'll be able to make that choice for every single character. Do you go on to Burning Crusade, or do you choose to go to Classic Era? Let's say, you're behind the times a little bit, you'll still be able to have that choice. We haven't locked it to a time window. You're not going to miss the boat to Era.
Choice sounds awesome, and choice in WoW is something that's meaningful. It's always been meaningful.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that's important when we look at the community, that you're going to choose to go to Burning Crusade or you're going to choose to go to Classic. Some people may not be comfortable with that choice. And while we think that choice is important, we also recognize that there are folks that are going to play both, right? Like, yeah, see, here. You have some stuff left to do in Classic that you wanted, and you want to keep that character in Classic, but you also are interested that same character wants to raid with your friends.
That's exactly.
So what does that look like? How do we make that happen?
So we're gonna actually offer a paid service to let you make a copy of your character, and I know like a copy is a big deal. So like you said, like this is something we don't want to make just an automatic choice for everybody. But I know that for me, it really is going to be like that pull to go to both places. So I want to be able to say like, you know what, I'm willing to pay some money for this. I want a copy of my character that lives in Classic Era forever, while I also go to Burning Crusade with that copy of that character. And that way I can stay with my friends who are really excited to go to Karazhan. I'm really excited to go to Karazhan. I want to see my hunter go through Karazhan. But if I'm missing like a couple pieces of my tier 3 set from Naxxramas, I still have an opportunity to go find a new field there and go through Naxxramas again until I finish that set.
We're going to be spending a lot of time communicating these details. So even as much detail as we're giving now, it's very high level. There's going to be a lot more detail to come. So keep an ear out. But with that said, so Pat, when's all this happening?
Oh. Soon. So yeah, this is something that, it's important to get. People are still playing through Naxxramas. We want to make sure that they have enough time to do that. But we are looking at, this will be happening in 2021. For sure, we are committed to doing that. And what we're looking at is starting the beta rather soon. So hopefully that beta will go up and we'll get that running. The community can come and participate, help us out. Start to hear some feedback on the things we've talked about today. If there's any adjustments we need to make, we want to make sure we have a long enough beta period for that to happen. And then we'll get that out to the players so you can all enter the Dark Portal.
Yay!
Yeah, it's exciting.
So any
Yeah, I just talked about the beta, and I will say just to the community, you all have been so instrumental in making Classic the success that it has been, and you will be equally instrumental in making the Burning Crusade a tremendous success also. So please get in that beta, play, give us your feedback. We want to hear all about it. So enjoy, welcome, and let's have some fun.
Yay! Yeah, and it's been the highlight of my professional career to work on WoW Classic and have the support and love of this community. It is really special to me, and I'm really excited to be sharing this with all of you in the Burning Crusade.
Yeah, and for me, I've been playing Classic since it launched, and I wasn't working at Blizzard then, and it's changed my life, obviously. So, from me and the entire WoW team, we want to thank you for bringing Azeroth to life for us. So, we will definitely be seeing you in game in whatever flavor you choose. And until then, stay classic.
Everybody's spamming skip when they're talking about Classic.
I don't know how people play Classic. Like, I mean, I guess you've never played that version of WoW. I guess, exciting. Nothing.
Clarion call of adventure.
I'm almost done with this world quest and I keep getting ganked. Oh.
I'm in.
Oh, I'm so in.
I knew you'd call.
Warcraft. About bloody time. Axes. Heroes.
The commercial's pretty funny.
Christian, it's been ages.
Tim the Tatman. On the Rousers in this. Sound the horn.
Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody! I'm so excited to be here with all of you to celebrate 30 years of epic entertainment experiences from Blizzard. And of course, out of all of those, the one that's nearest and dearest to my heart is the World of Warcraft expansion, Shadowlands. And that's what we're here today to talk about. The development experience for Shadowlands for the course of last year was unforgettable for all sorts of reasons. But it's also something that really has taught the team, taught all of us, a lot of lessons about World of Warcraft and how we can make the game better for all of you going forward. Because Shadowlands wasn't just the product of our development team's efforts last year, it was the product of your efforts as well. It was the product of a conversation between us, the development team, and all of you, the players, the community, who inhabit this world.
Watching the new skill cap video. Which classes are going to be broken? That's literally what the title's called.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
In our beta, giving us feedback, reporting bugs. But we also had even more people just in the community in general.
Hashtag next buff.
Developments,
Me.
following updates, watching YouTube videos, chiming in on Reddit threads, on our forums, on social media, everywhere else, letting us know what was exciting, what was concerning, what you didn't understand, what you were worried about, what you were happy about, and more. And all of that helped shape Shadowlands, and I could not be more proud of where we ended up. And it's been amazing seeing everyone jumping into this new world that we've crafted together and having an amazing time.
I call the
over
mage
last
kill,
couple of
what the
months.
fuck?
That's a conversation, that's a process that I would like to carry forward into 2021.
and for that to be a baseline.
Well, we're gonna win.
World of Warcraft going forward. So, as we're here today,
By the way, we're losing the 6 mages. We better not.
shortly is where we're headed in terms of the world, in terms of the story.
I don't care what space they got.
The characters you've just been introduced to, major villains like the Jailer and Sylvanas. What's up with Anduin?
Why are we still going lights up? What the
About systems. We have tons to share there.
And nobody said him. Alright. Oh, there's a druid there.
Of course, by first seeing how they're playing out in your hands. We couldn't
Oh, they're gonna get the flag. How many stuff is it? 3? Dude, better take that shit. Hold up, I'm coming.
without having the experience of millions of players dealing with those systems and letting us know what you think. And so I am pleased and excited to say that when we look at our systems, unlike in some past expansions at this point, we're not seeing anything that needs to be completely overhauled or replaced. What we see are solid foundations that are, in many cases, in need of evolution, and upon which we can build a structure that will sustain us throughout the entirety of Shadowlands to come. So that's a conversation that's going to come when our public test realm goes live. We'll have lots more information to share with you there. Now, what we are going to talk about, and boy do we have a lot of exciting stuff for you, is the first major content update for Shadowlands. I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Jeremy Fiesel, who can tell you all about it.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeremy Fiesel. I am a designer on WoW, and it is my pleasure to get to introduce to you today a first look at what's next for World of Warcraft Shadowlands. So let's talk a little bit about what we've accomplished so far. The champions of Azeroth have stepped foot in this otherworldly space known as the Shadowlands, the afterlife for all souls from Azeroth and beyond. Within the Shadowlands, we have met new allies, and we've fought a ton of new and interesting new enemies. We've joined covenants, and we've gained great power. And in this time, we have been able to deal with some of the immediate threats to our new covenant allies. We have taken down
Alright, I died.
They're
getting the flag.
I freaking zoomed out with my color eyes. I'm hiding behind the building healing.
And ultimately, we've been able to add some stability
Oh, you there? He's not the flag.
to our new
I'm
allies'
trying.
home zone.
Oh, they got it.
Shadowlands
Damn.
have also been able to help out many of the denizens that are undergoing this major lack of anima by sending anima back out into the world, reinvigorating both our allies as well as the military forces of each
Well, at least we got 2
so
caps.
they can take the fight back to their
So there ain't no way we're losing this one. This many mages.
all of these things, we've been able to take out one of the jailer's main lieutenants, the traitorous Sire Denathrius in Castle Nathria. And yet, behind all of these things is the looming, dark and mysterious figure of
Goddamn
the
druid at the mines
So
AFK,
what do
man.
we
We lost the
know
line.
about the jailer's dark designs up until this point? Well, we know that the jailer is in charge of the Maw, a dark and forbidden place that we can't spend even a moment too long in before getting unceremoniously swept out by the jailer's
There's too
forces.
many at this middle
We
one.
know that the Maw has had this huge influx
Not
of
even healing.
souls,
What is this?
allowing the
This
jailer
guy
to
new to
gain
druid? What the
massive amounts of power as well as anima thanks to
1,
the
2,
actions
3,
You
of
play
Sire
druid
Denathrius.
every
This has allowed
ever.
the Maw to grow in great proportions, something we've been able to physically see just by looking at
They're
our
leaving
past warposts in the
waterworks.
darkness. In addition, every time we have tried to step foot into the Maw, we've been watched unmercilessly by the eye of the jailer. We've never been able to get a solid foothold there. We have spent some time in Torghast, the Tower of the Damned, and we've rescued some very prominent souls. But again, we've never been able to get a solid and consistent foothold there and make any real progress. The jailer remains this mystery of the Shadowlands, and exactly what
pushing us?
his dark designs are
Oh,
for the
like 1 or
afterlife
2 here,
are
maybe.
still unknown. This is the story we will be investigating in our first major content update for
Oh,
World of
okay.
Warcraft Shadowlands, entitled Chains of Domination. Now you can imagine with a name like that, we're going to be very centered around the jailer's forces and his plans. What do him and his champion Sylvanas have in store for the rest of us? And how does this influence our allies in Ardenweald, in Bastion, and elsewhere? The jailer will make his first attacks, showing his
that warrior little shit.
I nuked him.
Let's take another look.
Fucking
That
hunter,
cinematic,
dude.
showing what
In the
Vegas
background,
is
just
for
fucking
Anima
spamming aim
and
shot while I'm
domination.
trying to peel for you. I killed the warrior though. I almost got the I got my meteor off on him, and I almost got my my combust off on him, so I got fucking focused by the goddamn hunter in the back, just sitting there fucking pew 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 pew.
Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Despite all our
Oh, here we go. They're attacking us at our base.
continues to grow. What if Demetrius' treachery is irreparable? The Primus is lost, and Bastion cannot save the Shadowlands alone.
None of this should have happened.
Perhaps the Winter Queen could.
My Archon, a living soul, seeks an audience.
A mold.
A king. By all our measures, one who has spent his life striving for justice. One who would give anything to serve his people. One whose heart is true.
Very well. He may approach.
Oh, kill him if I can too.
Step forward. When I ascended, have spoken. The king held captive.
That prison could not hold me forever.
Why have you come to Bastion?
You have a key.
That was awesome. Huh?
We'll release this soul
Are you there?
from your
Oh yeah, what's up?
No.
Yeah, I thought I accidentally clicked out of Discord. Oh, there's nobody here but me and the druid.
Coming to help you. There's 3, it looks like, at our spot. Looks like you got a Beyblade on you. I'm coming!
God, they keep coming back. We just keep murderizing them. Oh, Death Witch.
Change of damnation.
My
There's a lot to unpack there. But as you can imagine, we're not going to take a
There's a lot,
strike like
man.
that sitting down. We're going to call
yeah,
in
there's
the
a lot.
forces
Holy shit.
of all 4
I'm
of
coming.
the Shadowlands covenants. For the first time in years, they will all come together, now reinvigorated by Anima and by our actions within the Shadowlands,
Holy
to take the
moly,
fight
what?
directly to the jailer. Within the Maw, we will uncover brand new, never-before-seen areas. We'll also be fighting off some new and never-before-seen enemies, of course, and naturally be uncovering some brand new Maw-themed rewards while we're at it. Our return to the Maw includes not only a chance for us to push back against the dark designs of the jailer in areas that previously were very forbidding for us, where we really weren't able to spend very much time there. Having a secure, solid foothold with all 4 covenants allows us to push back against that aggressive force.
No.
We'll be able to stop the Eye of the Jailer in its tracks, exploring areas that we were unable to explore before. And our mounts will once again
Got him.
even hear our call within the Maw. The Maw will not only
Oh, we're getting our
include
mounts
some
back on the
areas
mall,
that we
thank
have seen
God.
previously, now with our new allies of the Covenants changing things up there, but also some never-before-seen sections. Let's talk for a second about the largest of those sections. So, in the finale of that cinematic, you saw
Oh, look at
the
their team. They
Jailer
came to
sent his
take waterworks
chains
and they
off
just stopped.
out
They
of
saw
the
someone
Maw
coming.
into the darkness.
They're coming here anyway.
That landmass shown there at the very end of that cinematic is a landmass known as Korthia, and it makes up the largest new section of the Maw. Korthia is an ancient space that was lost in the in-between. It has its own strange creatures and wildlife that inhabit it, but it's also inhabited by some of the characters we've previously seen in Oribos, including the Attendants and the Protectors, and some of their city structures. And very similar to Oribos, it is filled with mysteries, the likes of which the Shadowlands has yet to uncover. It is these ancient mysteries that the Jailer is truly after, the secrets of this strange group that we've only barely hinted at, known as the First Ones. Heading back into this area will allow us to explore all of these new sections, entertain new content, meet new allies, and face off against new foes. And in addition, we will also see some brand new rewards. Some of the new rewards we'll find within the Maw include this Maw-themed undead horse, and a Maw hand mount that is actually a giant severed hand of domination that you'll ride on the rest section manner. And of course, there will be Maw-themed battle pets to collect as well, including your very own minion of domination. But our true purpose within the Maw is not just to collect battle pets. That's just a part of it. The true purpose of bringing all four of the Covenants together within the Maw, of course, is to be taking the attack directly to the Jailer's doorstep, the central area where the Jailer has holed up with all of his main minions is going to be our focus here.
Oh, nice. You have to see where the Jailer's at.
The Sanctum of Domination.
Run up in his crib and be like, what's up, boo? Oh,
The
road
Sanctum
that
of
shit.
Domination will be a 10-boss raid, and you'll finally be able to face off against the terrible Terror group that I'm sure has kicked you out of Torghast more times than you want to mention at this point. You'll be able to take all of your allies and take the fight directly back to it. We'll also be facing off against the creature that is the actual eye of the Jailer, and figure out really what is the Jailer's eye here. Those of you that were fans of the Lord of the Titankeeper Odin might have some interest in that particular fight. The Jailer's inner sanctum, naturally, is a place where some of the worst souls were sent for the Jailer's personal torment. And we'll be seeing some
What are they going over right now?
here as well.
What the next raid's gonna be. We're going straight to the Daily Jailer's area, and we're fighting his eye. His creature that's the eye. Something about Torghast. There's a creature that kept knocking everybody out of Torghast. We're fighting that thing too in there. And then Kel'Thuzad's gonna be in there.
The culmination of the raid. At long last, we will be taking the fight directly to Sylvanas Grinrunner, the Banshee Queen herself.
And we're fighting
The finale of this
Sylvanas.
fight is going to change the future of the Shadowlands. But we're not going to spoil that for you today.
Oh, you
However,
bastard.
can't wait for you to see what happens at the end. But the Sanctum of Domination is not the only Sanctum of the Jailer. We'll be seeing additional updates to Torghast, the Tower of the Damned.
Updates to
Including
Torghast.
the unlocking of brand new, never-before-seen wings. These wings have a brand new art kit, as well as new floors and new floor layouts, and should feel like something you haven't seen in Torghast up until now. You'll be facing off against brand new foes with dastardly ways in order to stop your ascent, new traps to trip you up, and of course, to help us fight against all of these dastardly minions of the Jailer, brand new game-changing powers will be available as well. Moving on to additional updates within Chains of Domination, fans of the Operation Mechagon Mega Dungeon from our previous patches will be happy to learn that we are once again bringing back the concept of the Mega Dungeon. A Mega Dungeon is an 8-boss dungeon, epic in scale, and always has some unique and interesting loot that you can't find anywhere else. The Mega Dungeon for Chains of Domination is going to be focused around the enigmatic traders that we first met in Oribos, the Brokers. The Broker Mega Dungeon is a large broker trading city.
Mega Dungeon.
Portals, an auction house, and various different broker cartels that have made it their home. We're going to be learning more about broker culture and meeting some new and different kinds of brokers that we haven't seen up until now. This is an 8-boss dungeon, and in Chains of Domination will be available as Mythic only for now. Within the Broker Mega Dungeon, we will be facing off against brand new broker cartel members, including dastardly broker assassins and 4-armed broker guards. The second half of the dungeon, as we start to exit the broker trading city, will feature a heist section, as we chase a broker that has stolen an artifact and plans to use it for his own purposes. As we chase this broker through the heist section, he'll take us through a number of different portals that take us to a lot of different, very varied locations where we fight a number of different bosses. One of these fights, of course, is against none other than an infinite pirate dragon. I trust that needs no explanation, so let's move on to the
Infinite
rewards.
pirate dragon.
The rewards of this mega dungeon include things that we will only see within broker culture. Some very special broker pets, including a broker-themed cat. We can capture some of the rats that scurry around within the broker trading city, and we'll get to see one of the pets that the brokers actually use as a currency. These strange worms that they found on another world and have scintillating eyes that are gem-like. It's sort of like a living sign of your wealth for the high ends of the broker cartels. You might be able to purchase one of those within the dungeon or fight an enemy in order to obtain one of them. And we'll be able to obtain the broker's special and interesting disc mount, what they fly around their trading city with. In addition, there's going to be a dazzling array of different weaponry for you to collect as well. Now let's move on to updates to some of our Covenant systems. We've been fighting hard to gain renown with our Covenants, gain soulbinds and additional conduits. We'll be expanding upon a lot of these systems. Some of the ideas that we're thinking about include adding additional conduits, different conduit types, and expanding the soulbind system. Our general goal here is to give you more options in terms of how you specialize your character within your Covenant and how you gain additional power levels. We're very early on in the ideation phase here, and we'd love to hear from you. If you want to take to the forums and tell us how you would like to see your power grow within your Covenant. Patch 9.1 also brings with it flying, something that we mentioned a while back, and we're sticking to it. There's no rep grind associated with flying. You simply just need to continue completing activities for your Covenant, and your Covenant story chapters will unlock flying for you automatically. But we're not simply going to be unlocking flying in Chains of Domination. No, we want to do everything heavily Covenant themed, because it's all about working for your Covenants. So completing the flying will also unlock a new, specialized flying mount specific to your Covenant. For the Kyrians, activating Anima to the Eternal Forge has allowed your stewards to once again produce this powerful flying Centurion that hasn't been seen in ages. For the Night Fae, activating Wild Seeds with Anima that were thought lost to the drought will reawaken our powerful ally in the Wolf Serpent. From the Maldraxians, the Necrolords naturally
the Night Fae mount looks really cool.
Throw a saddle on one of the giant corpse flies buzzing around their backyard and send that on into combat. There's one thing that you do know, they're not going to be afraid of the stench of death. And for the Venthyr, activating Anima within Revendreth has allowed us to empower these Stoneborn brutes, giving us Anima-infused Stoneborn allies as our brand new flying mounts. But that's not all. Continuing to advance your Covenant and your renown will also unlock a set of cosmetic armor. Cosmetic armor sets can be worn by any armor type, from cloth to plate, and they can be mixed and matched with any of your transmog outfits if you want to take just pieces of them, producing a variety of different unique outfit possibilities. The cosmetic armor set for the Kyrian is stylized after a Kyrian courier who might be rushing across the fields of Bastion with a missive. It's very lightweight, it's very airy. For the Night Fae, your cosmetic outfit is themed around the Forest Defenders and includes many natural wildlife elements, including the horns of the Great Stag and the leaves of the various flora around Ardenweald. As you can see, the colors here are actually themed after the seasons as well. For the Necrolords, we went all the way back to the Warcraft 3 very initial idea of the Necromancer in this classically inspired Necromancer set, updated with Necrolord colors. Everybody who's a Necrolord will finally get to also have a little bit of Necromancer in them as well. And finally, for the Venthyr, no Venthyr transmog set would truly
54.
be complete without a set
Come
of
on,
finery,
maybe.
just
Power
waiting
bar.
for the next Venthyr fancy party to break out. Venthyr players will be able to obtain these fancy outfits for whenever you need to head off to a ball. Chains of Domination will also herald the beginning of Shadowlands Season 2, where we will be seeing the addition of a brand new Domination-themed affix for Mythic Plus, an item level increase across the board in terms of available item levels that you can pick up by doing just about anything in the Shadowlands. We'll also be seeing the beginning of PvP Season 2, and something special in this PvP season that we're looking for.
You got
is an
buffing all these
honor
broken
tower
ass classes.
The idea here is to take a look at some of our unused or underutilized honor talents and freshen them up a bit, change things around in terms of the PvP metagame. We'll also be seeing the introduction of seasonal rewards. These include both brand new colors of the Gladiator and Mythic Plus achievement mounts, as well as our new Vicious mounts. In this case,
Oh, dude, the new
Vicious
mounts look
mount
so
is
sick.
the Gorm. The Gorm was already pretty vicious, so slapping a couple of pieces of armor on that and sending them out into combat was a natural thing for the forces of the Alliance and Horde to do. Alright, let's take a second to recap everything coming at you in Chains of Domination. First, we've got some major story quests, including a lot of the main characters of the Shadowlands that are centered most specifically around the designs and plans of the Jailer and his attacks on our allies in our covenants. We will be taking revenge by taking the fight directly to the Jailer in the Maw and forming a permanent presence there with all four covenants. We'll be exploring some never-before-seen sections of the Maw, including this new area known as Orthia and its various mysteries. We will be taking the fight directly to the Jailer himself in the Sanctum of Domination raid, which has the final boss as Sylvanas Windrunner. And we'll be making updates to Torghast, including some never-before-seen wings, floors, creatures, and powers. We'll be introducing a new mega dungeon, themed around the brokers as a floating broker trading city, with new bosses to fight there and some very unique loot to obtain. We're going to be expanding upon the conduits and soulbind systems, and adding additional choice and power to your presence within your covenant. And alongside that, we'll be seeing some brand new covenant rewards, including covenant-themed flying mounts and covenant-themed cosmetic armor sets, both of which will be available in a variety of different colors to collect. And finally, we'll be seeing the launch of Shadowlands Season 2 and everything that entails. Thanks everybody for checking out our Shadowlands update. We've got a lot of really cool stories to tell still here in the Shadowlands. We can't wait to get this content into your hands. From everybody on the World of Warcraft team, we hope you enjoy Chains of Domination, and we'll see you in the Shadowlands.
Dolby is a proud partner of BlizzCon Live. Watch Shop versus the world in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, only in the Dolby Access app. Coca-Cola, the official refreshment of BlizzCon Live.
We decided to do the community mount because Shadowlands was right around the corner, and the main theme of Shadowlands was player agency and player choice. So this seemed like a great opportunity to engage the community and let them choose the next mount for the World of Warcraft. Basically what we did was we came up with 5 ideas, and we've actually invited all players to vote on the one that they like the best. It was interesting because we actually had a lot of internal debates about whether we would provide concept art for these pieces or not. I think we're all very glad that we didn't, because the artists in our community really engaged and came up with some awesome art to bring these ideas to life. As the lead art producer for World of Warcraft, I work with a team of 3 other art producers, and together the 4 of us are responsible for the tracking and coordination of all of the art assets that go into the game.
When the Wandering
ancient was chosen, I was given the task to bring it to life. First step in the task was to get together a reference board. At fan art by the community, I collected reference past iterations of ancients. That actually was like a huge base on where I began, especially if it's an asset that is, you know, a rehashing of something familiar. We've seen lots of different type of ancients, but we've yet to see one that you could ride on. And so it seemed to make sense that if we were going to make one, it would line up with the pantheon of past ancients. So we have ancients like the Ancient of War, the Ancient of Thor. Their look aesthetically fits their purpose. And so looking back and researching that and seeing that is what helped me kind of inform where I went from there. Once I have that reference board put together and I take a look at it, I start drawing real small. I look for a shape that is kind of a good base to work off of, and then I'll start to work in more specific details as more of the larger shapes start to make sense. I wanted it to feel like a natural grove that a player may stumble upon, and then they just take a seat on this conveniently saddle-looking root system, and then suddenly it uplifts.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Characters surprised found themselves on a
Right back. I made it. Woo! Did you believe me if I told you last night I had a dream I was playing my mage in an arena tournament?
It's a sign.
It's been a long.
Not gonna lie, I was kicking ass. I woke up this morning, I'm like, I just had a fucking dream of playing a fucking mage. In a fucking arena tournament. Let's fucking go. I was fucking nuking bitches. Oh shit. Oh, where'd all the mages go? It's only me and niece. Rip. Alright, I'm tired of this mount. I guess switch one of my mounts here. Go on a rock. Fuck
At least we got a healer. Their healer only has 20k health, dude. Like, he's a fresh 60. Or wait, fresh 59, okay. Never mind, I'm all thinking we're... No, he's 59. You gotta be 59 to be in here. Yeah, but we get brought down to 59. Oh, yeah, so he might be 60. Yeah. Oops, I forgot to mount. I'm all ready. Let's go.
George Fernania. Oh Jesus, there's a lot. What
is this?
Clash.
Monk is targeting you.
Block that Beyblade.
I would just blink away. They move so slow when they're Beyblading.
Yeah, I didn't have my blink anymore. I had to blink from the rogue.
Dude, we actually won.
Really?
Yep, we got it.
I just freaking ripped 3 of them, dude. Let's go.
I just took the flag.
Dude, I just popped Buzz. Did you not see that, dude? I popped Buzz and chased and ball 3 of them. And just wrecked face, dude. Oh, it felt so good. Cookies in building. That motherfuckers want some cookies? I got you. What am I not buying? Are they attacking over in our home base? There ain't nobody over here.
No, they're all at the lighthouse.
Me and a monk here. look at chat, dude. Shut your bitch ass up. Oh, that's funny. Is there a way to take off, like, it blocking language? TJ Treadlock. Ooh, I'm invisible too. What am I going for? What am I going for? 3, come on, give me my... I got bus, I got that.
Oh, dude.
Oh, what? Nuke his ass. Oh, hello there, warrior. How goes it? And you're dead. Got him. Ah! Jesus, that was a fucking ass whooping. Oh yeah, look at your boy. 4 kills.
I see you have moved on too. Hope you are doing well, man. All the best. Pharaoh.
Oh, from the guy from the last guild?
Yeah.
Well, guys shouldn't have fucked it up.
It's a great, powerful tool. Anybody who wants to do hand-painted textures should definitely look into using it.
When rigging starts to
What was that? 13,000 R. Question. After this BG, would you want to run a couple dungeons with me?
I'm actually, I gotta get off after this. I gotta get ready for work.
Oh, shit, that's right. Not bad. Never mind. I completely forgot you worked today. Or tonight.
Where'd you?
Just keeping the monk away from us. This cart. Looks like they're about to get 2 carts.
Well, I know both the rogues do not like me, and they're going to be gunning for me for the rest of the game.
DK right here, chop. Try to help heal you a little bit. I didn't see the other one. The other one came out of nowhere.
Oh no! I don't even know how I'm still alive. Jesus Christ. Somebody sent it up again?
So we got somebody behind us. I'm sapped.
Yeah, if you're near me, the rogues are here. And there they are.
Got you, bruh. Let's go to showing how to get into the tournament. think that's a win, bruh. Hopefully. Boom! 4 kills, 139k. What's good, bruh?
Hey, good chunk of honor, dude. Whew. Yeah, I wish I could keep going, but oh well. Hell, man, I'm racking up honor
I'm
quick.
already at 13k, 2k away from maxing out.
I'm working on my. I'm gonna save up and just fuck it, get my weapon I need to. Or you know what? Actually, I need to get my boots. So it doesn't have any versatility on it.
Whew.
All right, man, I gotta go.
Climbed up high in freaking eye level. I'm all the way up to 95 already. But alright, man. Peace out, brother.
Alright, catch you later.
I'm gonna grind. Hopefully, I can get 60 by the night.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm so close. I gotta stop doing these little, like. Not. They're like these little. They're the quests in the map that have like swords crossed. I don't know what they're called. They give me decent a bit of XP per one. It gives me 16k per one, but I have to fill up the stupid bar, and it takes freaking 9 years to fill up the bar.
Oh yeah, the bonus events. Yeah, those are good if you can nuke stuff down fast enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm running into. I'm gonna stop doing them after this one here. I'm gonna do some dungeons. Dungeons are 50k XP a run, dude. Like, hell to the yeah. To bar up, I need 200k or 255k to bar up, so that's not bad. Or to level up, I'm sorry. Alright, man. Peace.
Later.